Hello and good day to you. I am Michelle and I am a chronic migraine sufferer. I also have arthritis. I think they call it spondylosis or something of the spine. And I wanted to share with you that I am going under for a radio frequency nerve ablation. And that is something that I thought you might be going under or might be considering. So I thought I'd make a video of what it is and the process that it involves and give you some updates, maybe 3 or 4 days into it and a week after the procedure is done, and give you my perspective. I'm not a medical professional and I don't even begin to pretend that I am. So always check with your medical resources. You need more information on a procedure, what it is, what all the side effects are, and whatnot. And I'm having it done on my C2, C3 facet joint area where the nerve goes up the spine, and on both sides there are a branch of nerves that from there go up into the brain and branch out. They branch out generally right about this area, and they go into a major set of nerves and a minor or a lesser set of nerves that go around the side and down the jaw. So sometimes people get trigeminal nerve pain and types of migraines that go through their cheek, their teeth, their neck. I get occipital migraines that come from the base of the neck and they go up and they go right behind the eye and they just squeeze, and they're like a knife ice pick going into the eye, and it hurts. And any tightness in the neck will squeeze those muscles and cause that to trigger a migraine. I have gone under with my neurologist multiple nerve blocks where in the office he hits the back of the skull where those nerve bundles meet, and then he also gives me injections in the front of the forehead where those nerves would come around. I've had those done and have had success with them, and so because they are needing to be repeated, he suggested I go to a pain management center. So we have done 2 test runs through the pain management clinic. They have this big, massive monitor, TV screen, whatever you wish to call it, and they are able to take x-rays right there live, and they get your whole spine up on the screen, and he surgically positions where he knows the facet joints are, where he knows where the spinal column is and all the branches of the nerves, and he injects a needle into certain specific areas. I had a nerve block done twice where that is where they put the needle in, they inject the lidocaine so I don't feel it, and then they position it right to where the nerve tip is, as close to the bone as possible, and they would inject it with the lidocaine. And the second time he also put a steroid in there so that the pain relief would last long. The first time I've got 45 minutes of pain relief, complete blocking of pain. So he says that was successful. And I was thinking I would love a lot more pain relief than 45 minutes. So the second time he put a steroid, like a prednisone cortical steroid in, and I got 6 hours of complete pain relief. But of course, when they numbed the fiery violent nerves were telling me, I did not like what you did. I did not like, and it hurt, and it hurt a lot after all the numbing came off. So he said, because they numbed up, I qualified. So they will do test runs on you. And then the actual procedure I am going under for is tomorrow, and it will be, I think it's at 2 in the afternoon. So I have to fast because they will give me an IV, and it will last, it's like a 90-minute procedure. And instead of just injecting into those nerve prongs, those needles that they put into you, they are going to pulse a radio frequency in a solution and deaden the nerve. So it's kind of like cauterizing the nerve. They'll do it in two places on the same nerve. So they do it and then they do like a 90-degree angle and do another spot on the same nerve. They'll do it on the left side and the right side. And some people get weeks of relief. Some people get a year and a half or 2 years of relief. Some people I have talked with have got 0 relief. And so I am fingers crossing that I get at least 6 months. My dear friend has had it done 6 times, but she has said that each time she gets a longer spell of relief from each procedure. So I hope I don't have to do it 6 times, but I will keep you updated and let you know if your doctor is suggesting you go under for a radiofrequency nerve ablation, be it in your neck. They do them in your lower spine. They'll do them in your legs, your hips, wherever there is a nerve that is constantly sending out signals of pain or being squeezed. Due to arthritis or muscle alignment or some, there's a variety of reasons why they would do the procedure, and the location they do it for you may be different than me, but the concept is the same. So I will give you an update after it is finished and we will go from there. So it is now day 5 from when I started and had the procedure for the radiofrequency nerve ablation on my C2, C3 joint area nerve that they were ablating. And I wanted to tell you how it has gone so far. And they put an IV into my arm because they give you a very minimal light sedation. It's how they inject the fentanyl that kind of gives you I don't feel the pain so much. And it's also how they inject some of the pain medicines. Now, some of them are lidocaine injections that they put directly at the site so that you don't feel it. But they put you on a table face down. You're in a massage table. You're in that little foam pack where you're looking down. And I had done 2 procedures where they were just similar. You lay face down. This was the ablation, so that everything was identical until they got to the point where they were now going to pulse with the radio frequency for I don't remember how many seconds or minutes until that nerve begins to deaden off. And I am laying there on the table and I thought to myself, I had a flashing thought, quick, get up and run off the table. And I had to compose myself and said, no, you got this. You've done it before and you've got 1,000 people cheering you on, praying for you, wishing you well. You got this. So I just soaked that in and I thought of you guys that have sent your well wishes and breathed through it. And of course, they get the lidocaine injections in first. They have a huge x-ray machine up. You laying down don't see any of it, but going into the room, you see the x-ray screen. It's just like a big football screen. It's huge. Anytime I felt a tinge of discomfort and I said, ow, or ooh, they were like, quick on, Johnny be quick, giving me some more lidocaine to numb it. And the whole procedure went off smashingly. It was really a smooth procedure. And at the, he's talking through me, how you doing, making sure I wasn't going into a hemiplegic migraine. So I was very thankful for that. And then at the end, he put some corticosteroids, I think they call them, into the actual nerve. So it went up into the head. And then in the IV on the exiting out of the hospital, they gave me a dose of tramadol, I believe it was, and sent me on my merry way. And I had no pain whatsoever. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am on day 5 now, and it is tender in the neck area as if someone hit me, playing ball and you twisted your neck, or someone hit you with a toy. When you were a kid, you're always roughhouse. And so it's just tender in the back area, but I can touch it. Doesn't hurt. There's a tinge of numbingness to it. When I go right about to here and I go to scratch, there's like that half numb feeling, half not. But the key thing is there is no pain whatsoever in this back area at this point, and I am very, very thankful for that. Now, on day 2, I did have a reaction to the tramadol that they gave me. My face turned beet red, face, neck, and the up the arm where the IV was injected with the tramadol. I got bright red and hot and a little bit of itchy, but it passed because it was only a single dose. So I am very thankful. It so far is doing what it's supposed to do. My neck is a little stiff, and of course, you know, it's still a little tender. But boy, that steroid that they gave me sure gave me a lot of energy on day 2 and day 3. I was super clean. I was able to do a lot more things, and I thoroughly cleaned my orchid room, dusted the shelves, vacuumed the carpet, you know, watered everything, repotted what needed to be done. I spent the whole day in there. It was glorious. And I wore my glasses so that I wouldn't get a fluorescent triggered light migraine. And so far, everything is going smooth. Hello, it is day number 8 since my procedure, and I just had to show you these. Aren't they the daintiest, cutest little things? Siskiyou Marguerite Tyler. They are an oncidium orchid, and they smell like sugar when you open the package of sugar and you sniff it, like a buttery, sweet sugar smell. Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I had to just throw in an orchid. I wanted to let you know, 8 days in, and this is how it appears. It appears that by day 5, 6, and 7, obviously all of the numbing agents have completely worn off, and it just feels like a bruise. And I asked the doctor, why does one side hurt and not the other? He says, generally speaking, your dominant hand will be the nerve that hurts more when they're giving you the procedure and in the recovery process. And since I am right-handed, that might explain it. But there's like a 3-inch circle from the back where they did it forward, where it just feels achy and bruised, like someone kind of dug around in there. Overall, my brain does not hurt. The nerve going up, they do not hurt. The only thing I'm noticing is that I awake in the morning completely pain-free, which is always a good thing. But the more that I'm upright, using my body, using my head, looking left and right, the pain level increases, and it gets to the point by about 2 in the afternoon where I'm going, it hurts, I need to lay back down again. And it's not a hurt like a migraine hurt. It's not an ache like you have arthritis ache. It's just like pressure, like when you wore shoes and you stood all day long at your job and you just can't wait to get home, take your shoes off, put your feet up. That's kind of what it feels like in my neck. I just end up going and laying in my bed. I put an ice pack out back there just in case there's inflammation that I can't see. And I just rest and watch my YouTube videos. And if I don't do that by midday, by 2 or 3 in the afternoon, by 5 p.m., I'm screaming with the ouch, because maybe with the fibromyalgia, I'm hypersensitive. I've always been told I'm hypersensitive. And it might just be that is, for me, how it feels. But it gets to the point where by 5 o'clock, if I have not done my due diligence in resting, I am looking for some pain relief medicine, be it Advil, Tylenol, CBD drops, anything that will take the pain down. If I fail to give myself anything, even a muscle relaxer, by 7, 8, or 9 in the evening, I'm noticing that much pain for my body in one generalized area, untreated, will trigger a migraine in my left lobe, which is my hemiplegic side. So overall, I think it's been a very successful surgery. As my husband says, your body's trying to tell you to rest. What else do you want it to do? Put a red flag out and say it's time to rest? So yeah, he's right. When your pain in your body begins to amplify and shout out to you, hey, notice me, then it's time to do something different. And so for me, that is laying down, resting it, icing it, and taking a small pain relief medicine. So that is how it's coming along for me. I'm gonna wind this up, being that I did a before, a midweek, and a 1 week, how it has been for me with the nerve ablation. And I'll try to do a 1 month update and keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, believe me, I am here to answer them according to my experiences. I thank you for watching me, and until we talk again, bye-bye.